So at the moment, the series is actually growing. Like, obviously, you've got second and third, and now possibly fourth film if
fifth and sixth.
Fifth and sixth. Now, is that something that you were ever think was possible?
No.
No.
No. I mean, like I said, the only thought that ever crossed my mind was that initial thought of, the Frog Brothers in Washington, continuing their adventures. Okay, maybe I could see a Frog Brothers series of movies.
Did you want to see like
that was
a Frog
20 years
video
ago.
game?
Well, that would also be a good idea. Go pitch it. But I mean, I thought, yeah, that would be cool. It could work. But then, like I said, that idea went away. The movie never got made, and Corey was the one who would always bring it up to me. When are we gonna do that Lost Boys sequel, man? When are we gonna do that Lost Boys sequel? And I'd be like, not happening, dude. It's not happening. And I really believed it wasn't gonna happen. And then when they came to me with this terrible, terrible script, the original version of The Tribe, which we didn't make, I was like, it's definitely not going to happen. And then, that's when I told Corey about it, and he was like, yeah, forget it. We both said, forget it. Now,
I do have to ask, just about the end of The Tribe, the sequence where Corey comes in, right at the end, really feels like it's coming out of nowhere. Is that sort of explained further in the comics that lead up to it? Or it feels a really strange kind of...
Let's have an excuse to throw Corey Haim there. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, basically, yes. That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Right. Your candor is wonderful.
No, I mean, it was intended for Corey to be a part of the film from the time that I put my foot down and said, I'm not doing the film without Corey and Jameson Newlander being a part of it. Yeah. But there was a series of debacles which took place between the time that decision was made. It kind of went down like this. Once, Corey and I had a meeting in my backyard. We were sitting there together. It was a beautiful day. And we were on the phone with my manager. And we got the people over at Warner Brothers on the phone. And we all had this conference call. And Corey and I said, are we doing it? Are we doing it? Yes, we're doing it. Let's do it. And we shook hands on it. We're doing the sequel. Let's do it. And that was it. I'll see you in Canada. Because we shot in Canada. I'll see you in Canada. I'll see you in Canada, man. Cool. And then I get to Canada. Where's Corey? Where is he? I don't understand. And he didn't show up. And so there was literally like 3 or 4 of those kinds of events throughout the process of the filming of the movie, which, needless to say, diminished his role in the film because we couldn't shoot him because he wasn't there. And then it was like after the entire film was in the can that we decided to do another season of the 2 Coreys, that finally somebody came along and went, okay, do you think now we could get him to do like a day in the movie, so we could document it at least for part of the show? And at that point is when he finally went, okay, I'll do a day, So that's why it ended up the way it was. It was like we really didn't have a lot more to work with than kind of trying to make a nice button on it and maybe set things up for a sequel. Yeah. But as I kind of explained earlier, after the studio was kind of let down by his performance level, and I was let down by his performance level, we all felt that it wasn't in the best interest of making a better sequel to kind of go down that road again. So instead, we kind of wrote a story that, would set things up in any number of ways to where if he was, doing better as he was before he left us, it would have been a plausible possibility. And quite honestly, if he was alive today, we would be talking about what he's going to do in the new movie. Right. He's gone, so we can't.
Yeah.
Sorry, again.
Oh, sorry. Jameson also didn't really have much of a role in Tribe, but he comes back in a much bigger way in Thirst. And I was wondering what it was like for you to jump into those brother dynamics so many years later. What's it like to be on set with the 2 of you?
Well, for me, it was very natural because Jameson and I had remained friends. And we'd been talking about this for so many years. I mean, from the time that I first got involved with the Tribe all the way through actually getting into production for The Thirst, I mean, that was about a 3-year time span. So we'd seen each other at a lot of conventions. We'd had a lot of fun. He came and did the 2 Coreys a couple times. So we had a chance, the 3 of us, to work together. And then, of course, as I said, there was, you might not have been there, it was during the panel, but there was that one period where when Jameson came to the set and Corey finally got to the set and we finally had our day in the sun, as it were, and it was literally like, I'm standing there in the parking lot at Venice Beach and we were waiting for Corey to come out of his trailer, and he comes out of his trailer, and Jameson comes out of his trailer, and it was like, boom, here it is. This is the three of us. We're finally together. This is the moment. And then, unfortunately, that moment never made it to celluloid because Jameson's shot in the movie ended up being a scene all by himself. And Corey and I went and shot our thing, which was a disaster. And, it was all kind of leading up to the next movie, which never turned out to be what it was supposed to be. So it was kind of that big tease for all of us. It's not just the fans that got the tease, but believe me, I felt it too, because at that moment I really saw, like, here it is, it's the future. Lost Boys, we're here, we're back, we're together. And then, so.
We have time for 2 more questions.
But we did manage to pull it together somewhat. And you know what? Now, through the magic of, modern miracles and science and movie-making magic, here we are once again on screen together, the three of us. And it's very nostalgic, I think, to be able to see that moment finally.
Mr. Feldman, Mobile Media TV, 2 questions. Would you consider yourself an entrepreneur? And to put some of the rumors to sounds, what was your true memory working with Michael Jackson from the Pepsi commercial?
Am I an entrepreneur? No. As long as somebody else comes up with the idea first, I'll follow along. Just joking. No, I'd like to think so. I mean, certainly with this new medium that we've created. I mean, I guess in a couple different things. I've had my fingers in some pies at early stages. So when it comes to things like, reality television, I will proudly say that I was the first to be a part of Celeb-reality. We were the guinea pigs for a test market of an all-new type of medium in that world. Because I did the first Surreal Life, which was really when it all started. And when they explained it to me, I was like, this is the worst idea I've ever heard of. But it's never been done before, so we might as well try it. And I'll never, ever feel good about that again. But anyway, so yeah, there was that. And then what we're doing right now, with this new event that we're putting together for the Lost Boys Ball, it's a new medium. It's something that's never been done. So yeah, I really enjoy being at the forefront, trying to pioneer ideas creatively that can bring us all closer together. The fans, the entertainers, put us all together in a new forum, in a new way, give people a chance to see something or experience something that they never have before. I think everything's been done in this world. So if you can find any cornerstone of any possible, fragment of light that you can see that hasn't been shown before, then let's do it. So that's definitely my lease on life. As far as the Pepsi commercial, it was the best experience of my life, except I wasn't in it. But besides that, that's good. I wasn't in a Pepsi commercial with Michael Jackson, but I was friends with Alfonso, and he was in a Pepsi commercial with Michael Jackson.
It would look like you had shades on.
He was black, though. But I did do Liberian Girl with Michael, and that was fun. And
Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot about that video.
yeah, that was a good one. And I was on the set of lots of his videos, like Smooth Criminal. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was one of the best times of my life, actually. I got to be on that set like 7 times and watch the whole dance sequence as they were shooting it.
Are you a dancer?
It was fabulous, yes. And a choreographer, yeah.
Would you like to go dancing?
Right now, are you offering me your hand? You leading?
No.
Last question.
Will you be on Dancing with the Stars?
No.
We'll be on dancing with
Never
me.
say that.
I have a friend who's dressing up as Edgar Frog for Halloween. What's your tips for the best Edgar Frog costume? What does he need to do to capture the essence of it?
Well, you gotta stuff the pants. Well, I think you need a good Allen frog. So, that's what I would like to see. When I'm roaming around with my kid this year, I'd like to see 2 guys. I have seen people go, oh, dude, I'm going to be the 2 Coreys for Halloween. Would that be fucking cool? But no, to me, what would be cool is you do the Frog Brothers, All you got to really do is army fatigues, take any piece of crappy red cloth, tie it around your head, and of course, a strand. Very important.
Gotta have the strand.
Get some water guns from Toys R Us.
Cool.